Let's do Virginia. I will go to March 1st on this one. Kind of a surprise team last year, right? Tony Elliott was kind of on the hot seat. And then all of a sudden, Virginia really pops. They have that huge Friday night win early in the season last year against Florida State. And that propels them to an 11-win season. They were in the ACC Championship game. They would have been in the playoff had they gotten the job done in Charlotte against Duke. They didn't, so they ended up going to the Gator Bowl. They beat Missouri in the Gator Bowl to finish the year at 11-3. Tony Elliott firmly off the hot seat now, and they bring in Beau Pribula from Missouri, so another transfer quarterback like Chandler Morris. They have a lot back on defense. I think Virginia's a fun team to kind of keep an eye on this year. What are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think last year was a little bit fluky. Like you said, Tony Elliott was on the hot seat. Chandler Morris came in and was a bit of a savior in that instance. Now, they've got a deep experience room at quarterback with Pribula coming over and then Eli Holstein from Pitt. Pribula's background is in that RPO pistol offense, and that's exactly what Des Kitchings wants to do here at Virginia. So I think it's a good fit schematically. That'll probably help some of the transition to a new team. The skill positions there are obviously a big downgrade. They lost Jamari Taylor, lead running back, and a couple guys as well in the wide receiver rooms. I look at them as one of those teams. Again, it's the ACC. It's kind of the anything can happen conference, but I just don't see the same magic that we saw last year. When you look at what their body of work is versus what they've brought in, nothing jumps off the page to me. And I think Virginia is probably another, 6, maybe 7 win team if they have a decent season.
I don't have a whole lot to add on Virginia. I'm not super high on them. I was looking at the unders on their win totals, but then looking at their schedule, they don't play Notre Dame. They don't play Miami. They don't play Louisville. So they do play SMU. Yeah, they don't play Clemson either. So it's like you get these unbalanced schedules in these leagues. Even if I'm not high on them, there's a lot of wins on the schedule. They play Norfolk State and Delaware, 2 of their out-of-conference schedules. So 2 pretty easy wins, and then a favorable ACC schedule. As much as I am not high on them, I don't think I found any unders that I actually like. And I almost might even talk myself into an over, which is, I don't know. You go into something thinking you're going to bet one way, and then you're just on the opposite side after looking at the odds in the schedule. I don't know if that makes sense, but it might.
Yeah, the under 7.5 would pay plus 125 on Hard Rock, Florida, but it's hard to find 5 losses I feel confident in, with Beau Pribula and they've got good defense back. They're pretty steady on the offensive line. They brought in a running back from Tennessee, another one from Middle Tennessee. They've got a good tight end in Dakota Twitty. Keep all their coaches intact. Outside of at SMU, where's the other auto losses? Nowhere. I mean, they can beat every other team on their schedule. 11-1 is on the table as much as 6-6 is to me, or 7-5. I don't like the under on that. I kind of like the over, but can you win? There's probably 7 toss-up games, and then 3 to 4 easy ones. Norfolk State, Delaware, Duke at home, Syracuse at home. Like, that's a fairly easy path to 8 wins, in my opinion.